And again, I'll say this again. They refer to them as content now. They refer this as content. It's not a TV show. It's content.
Totally devalues it straight
It
off.
does. It does. These actors, I feel so sorry for them because they're giving their all.
Well,
and
you're
it's
showing the
just
people
not
that
good.
work for you that you don't expect much from them
Hmm.
if you call them that as well.
Yeah. I think there's more attention on TikTok videos than there is on actual TV shows now. It's sad, but true.
Georgius Rex, Kingpin is the boy from adolescence 20 years later, still harassed by female therapists.
Yeah.
Fat Lubber Ranch, my friend. He had his dinner on 3 plates. He did.
What is the secret?
And also, right, have you noticed, again, they're still playing the woke shit. Daredevil cannot rescue his girlfriend.
Oh,
He
yeah.
cannot
yeah,
save his girlfriend. The women always have to save themselves, which really does piss me off.
Yeah, bullshit.
What is the point of Daredevil if he can't even save his own girlfriend?
We've got a
And
compliment.
Kingpin didn't save himself either. He was set up by guess who?
Yeah, yeah.
Ego in compliment incoming. Mega Geek was good on B-Sup.
Oh, because there was a lot of comments saying that I was shit. Apparently on B-Side.
No, that was just
Oh,
everyone
thank you.
welcoming you, saying
That was
Yeah,
welcoming you, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
just hello, Mega Geek.
There's one guy saying, I don't know why he's on. He doesn't bring anything to the table. I was like, oh, okay.
You bring the
There's a
truth,
lot.
and they can't handle the truth. That's it.
They can't handle the truth. But
They
yeah, I
can't.
don't know.
Yeah, I'm just confused by all of this this hate about Daredevil. It was my understanding from the showrunner that this is going to be far more exciting than the Netflix version and better than the Penguin.
Mm.
What's going on? Are all of you media illiterate? You just don't. Are you watching it wrong? Is that the problem?
His costume sucks as well.
They got the talking points and they're just repeating that. There's nothing about this show in any way that's better than the original. And like I said, a good example, Luca. Like we all knew what was going to happen. Why did they spread that out over 5 episodes? Like nothing unusual happened. It was all by the numbers. So, why they made it seem like something interesting was going to happen with Luca. He defies Kingpin. He gets killed. Like, okay, I waited 5 episodes for that.
Yeah. I just thought this was
Bob
terrible.
Smith, 9. I'm terrible with. I think I've got number dyslexia. 9866.
866.
Hello, my friend. But why does Mega show his face on B-Sup?
Oh,
Because
no.
he's dependable.
No, yeah,
He
no.
knows what it's all about.
No, on that day, my camera refused to work. That's why I didn't have my face. But on the other episodes that I've been on, I definitely show my face. So. Oh, not on Brown, because nobody shows their faces on Brown.
Okay, look, no, I think it's why am I never on B-Sup? Well, they know.
Oh, okay.
I'd love to go on B-Sup. Here you go.
Yeah.
Hi,
There you go.
everybody.
They can't even see you.
No, that's exactly. That's perfect. That's perfect. Just the way it is.
There you go. Like that. I'm still working on the light, everybody. There you go. Hello.
You should have a shave, pal. You're going to turn into Santa.
Yeah, I'll think about shaving the beard off. I might televise it.
Yeah. No, honestly, this Daredevil is really terrible. The costume sucks. It really does. I don't know what they were thinking to give him that kind of costume. And the whole episode was just slow and dull. And Kingpin knows who Daredevil is. Why isn't he literally telling the press who Daredevil is? It makes no sense to me. None of it.
Here you go,
Wants
folks.
to get rid of him, right?
The writing was so bad. And are we? I guess we're getting.
Nobody gives a shit. Can I just do this? Arch Colin, Miss Brown Alliance. This is what I have got. I can't even.
Dyscalculia.
Yeah, when I try to read numbers, my brain is just going.
Yeah, same with me as well.
Fuck you.
Same with you. Same with me.
Yeah. Say if I was to put in the the long number on my credit card.
Yeah, same here.
Fuck, it's a world of hurt. Literally, because I'm spending money, but just the number as well.
I have to check it twice.
Have you considered applying for a job in Disney accounting?
Yeah.
No, you have to see
or the
those.
UK government. Yes.
You have to see those numbers to be able to fudge them, though. They're very.
No, they're just always different every time because they all have dyscalculia.
Also, I've always wondered why the people that make superhero stuff, they don't think of the basic problems. Like, for instance, Spider-Man, right? Peter Parker.
Peter
In the
Parker.
comics and in the cartoon, his mask is meant to disguise his voice. Yet in the films, you can tell it's Peter Parker when he opens his gob. Same thing with Matt Murdock. When he's next to the girl he rescues and he says it's gonna be all right. It's fucking Matt Murdock. Do you know
And he says her first name.
It does. It's so stupid.
Wasn't he the woman he rescued tonight? That was the his girlfriend. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, it's shit, isn't it?
Look, it doesn't make any sense to me. Tom Holland, when he speaks as Spider-Man, you can tell it's Peter Parker. Why don't they disguise his voice like they do in the cartoons? Dummies.
And listen, they find out where Muse's lair is.
Yeah.
And, I live in a big... Dude, there would have been like 35 forensic people down there going through everything. But it was just that one DEI super cop and an assistant.
Asian.
Really, they find the serial killer
super cop.
And two people go in there and examine the lair. Like
the guy, the guy's meant to be dead because Matt Murdock killed him in episode 2.
Yeah,
he's still alive.
No, yeah, didn't. Yeah.
He killed him, and they just brought him back. I was like, what?
And then, so what really bugged me the most, I guess, because so we can have spoilers, right?
Listen, nobody cares. It's spoiling.
Yeah. Okay, so Kingpin is setting Luca up, and he's sitting at dinner with his back to the door.
Yeah.
And Luca thinks he's going to go in and kill Kingpin because Vanessa set him up. And his guy, instead of standing off to the side in the shadows, is directly in front of the Kingpin, putting him in a crossfire.
Yes.
And then he's using an M9, so he shoots 2 shots in succession and then grabs the suppressor and unscrews it. That thing would be 550 degrees. Yeah. Every bullet has about 450 joules of energy.
Wow, nice.
Unless it's like a single 22 subsonic in a pretty big can, you're not going to be touching that thing with your fingers for several minutes. Yeah. But the guy just... So one, he's directly... Kingpin's in the line of sight. Nobody would do that. You could accidentally hit him. You would stand up.
Echo will heal him if
also, sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. You know the rule. Go. First, go.
I can't even remember what I was going to say now.
Okay, I'll go then. Titan Wrenched. Hello, my friend. Might have been the worst episode yet. Thank God it was the last of the old footage. Okay.
Was it? Can we be sure of that?
I remember what I was going to say now. Remember that scene where it was all about that woman, that guy praising Kingpin's wife and how brilliant she was, and how the business was making money before he turned up, and oh my God. And listen, and people are telling me there's no woke.
I know Kingpin's a wanker and he will go on about a lot of things, but being unjustly arrested, I don't really think that's something that he would contest. Like, I am the crime lord of New York City for 10 years and I was unjustly persecuted by the police. I don't know, man. I just couldn't. I just thought the dialogue in this episode was absolutely awful.
The logic is awful. As you guys pointed out, why would a hitman stand directly in front of the person that he's working with and fire past him to kill that guy? It's stupid. The logic is stupid in this film.
At the very least, he's going to get lead on the food, man. That's just not cool.
And also, right, why has Daredevil got a beard? Right? If he shaves that beard off and becomes Daredevil, yes, there's, but you can connect him with certain things, can't you? Same thing with Ben Affleck, who played Batman, but he's got a mole on his face. It's like, anybody who watches Batman, wait a second, do you know what I mean? It's just those stupid things that people don't think about when they make superhero films.
Well, they thought...
Come on.
Well, they thought about one thing, which the way he cut her wrist so she would bleed out. And Daredevil has what 10 seconds to get out of there before the cops come, but then they come in and they're like, somebody stabilized her before we got here.
Bled out.
Yeah.
Should have bled out that way. Should have bled out.
Yeah. In 10 seconds, he stabilized her and found a secret way out of the. Daredevil shouldn't be out and about in the daytime anyway.
Yes,
he is a nighttime dude, man. The day just ruins everything special.
I don't now. I question Chris Gore's ability to. He said all these episodes were good, and they're not. They're terrible.
You're terrible. You're just now questioning his taste.
No, look, I like Chris Gore. I think his shows are really entertaining, and he really knows what he's talking about. But with this, he's completely wrong.
I like him too, and I watch him, but I notice he can be a little light on some things. Like he's more accepting of stuff than we are.
Here you go, folks. Sun and Storm Wrenched. I've started rebuying DVDs, and I bet you get them cheap as well to build my collection, so streaming can.
Stay away from the Warner DVD.
Don't buy those because they'll just disintegrate.
Physical media, everybody.
And if they do it in your player, you can ruin your player. So
yes.
There you go. Did anybody see Gary this evening on?
What did he do?
Wrenched. Frank Gore also said this was tonight on the Nooner Live type super thing catch up. Superman is amazing because a bunch of handpicked shills said so.
Yeah, so that.
Yes, I saw that. Yes,
actually, so last night he did something about he talked to a friend that was part of the screening and said it was really great. Today he said he talked to another one who said no, it was not. So it seems like there's a bit of a split in the in the review.
My friend, he saw the version before this version, and he said it wasn't very good. He said that it was slow. The romance didn't work, and he doesn't think he doesn't think what's his name, Cornballs makes a good Superman. So
they did
sweat balls.
They did cut 35 minutes from the runtime, so I imagine that would improve the pacing.
Yeah,
but I heard the same thing, which was it was not good at all. But again, I've disagreed with Chris on a bunch of stuff, but he understands the fundamentals of cinema.
He does.
And you can talk to him about it, and he'll say, "Yeah, that wasn't good," but overall, still enjoyed the movie. Kind of.
Here you go, folks. Drew Gordon, hello, Drew. Wrenched, Chris Gordon, Robert Meyer Burnett have seen more films than the most of us put together. That's why they're sometimes seemingly tolerant.
No, they haven't. I've seen more films than Chris Gore, I reckon, and Robert Meyer Burnett.
Fuck you, Chris Gore.
Yeah, I think I've seen more films. I'm just not vocal about them. I don't have a TV. I don't have a streaming show to talk about.
Well, I think there's a kind of a larger component that when you are involved in the industry and people that are there or whatever, there's a certain grace that you give them because the kind of hard work that went into it.
Yeah.
Gore is certainly familiar with Gunn, and so it's what. And the other thing is that they often conflate things I like with objectively good. That's not true. I like a lot of terrible movies.
So do I.
I mean, for God's sakes, look at my Avatar. I love the 1980 Flash Gordon. And it is a terrible movie. But it is wonderful anyway, and I love it.
No, Flash Gordon is an excellent movie.
You know what, right? You know why I think Flash Gordon is a really good movie? I don't care what anyone says, because it was so brave. And I'll tell you the reason why it was brave. At that moment in time, everybody was copying Star Wars. And then when Flash Gordon came out, they decided to copy Batman, the 60s Batman humor. And that's exactly what they did.
Great movie.
Right, but the thing is that a movie should stand on its own, not in a certain time with a certain audience and all that, right? And well, I mean, for one thing, look at the Hawkmen and tell me that that's excellent special
effects. Though.
Right, but that's part of it, right? And there's a lot of silly camp things going on, whether it's intentional or not. It is what it is. And by
Flash,
most,
I love you, but we only have.
yeah, exactly. Oh God,
Yeah,
or
but,
let's
it
play
was-
football in Ming's
Yeah, but it was meant to
court.
be. But it was meant to be funny. It was meant to be that kind of tone. It wasn't meant to be Star Wars.
Camp.
And if you say that the Hawkman looks a bit cheesy and the was it the green screen's not good, you should look at Star Wars again. There's that scene where all the
No,
X-fighters
the
are
Hawkmen look
going-
like shit that I have done in community theater. We're going to make
know.
some wings and just glue them on.
Oh,
I
come
know,
on,
but
Emperor, lighten up.
that
a
was
little
the
bit.
time.
Yeah,
That
but
was
come
the
on,
time.
come on.
Yeah,
Because I still love the movie.
Yeah, didn't they dub Sam Jones's entire
They did.
part?
Yes.
They did,
Yeah,
they did.
but
There you
you
go.
know the movie was fun.
Yeah,
and
it was. It was a lot of
that's
fun.
what
My 12-year-old, 13-year-old self loved it on VHS.
Right,
It
and
was a lot
again,
of fun.
I love many. I mean, if Commando, I love Commando. That is a
I love
stupid
Commando.
movie.
It
It is
is.
a brain dead stupid movie, and I love it because it is
Fun.
just watch giant man do crazy things that are absolutely unreal.
Yeah, but it was fun though.
Yeah,
The thing is though, those movies have enjoyment out of it. It doesn't matter what age you are, you can sit there and have a laugh over those movies. And again, I would say Flash Gordon is a great movie because
movie, yeah.
it's one of the original ones that went down a path that was very dangerous, but it worked. It worked very well. in my
Amazing
opinion.
soundtrack. There you go.
listen.
and the
There's no
soundtrack's
way there's no way I could watch The Force Awakens as many times as I
Exactly.
have happily watched and rewatched Flash Gordon.
Here you go, Side Feet Wrenched. I like Alien Resurrection. Let's be honest. We all have a few guilty pleasures, like little person pornography.
I know.
It's legend, by the way.
I
like
liked
that.
that movie up until the reveal of the final baddie. Actually, I thought the movie wasn't bad, but I also got a chance to read the original Joss Whedon script for it, and that would have been a magnificent film.
I've watched a lot of films in my times, and recently I've been watching 40s movies as well, which I think are terrific. As the filmmaking, especially the filmmaking, and the black and white photography is pretty amazing when you watch some of these old films, especially when you watch them in 4K. They really, you can see the true mastery of filmmaking when you watch those things. But again, I would always say Flash Gordon's a classic. As far as they can never do it again.
We
Never.
had Buck Rogers in the 25th century, practically same time as well.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a TV film though, wasn't it?
series for us.
TV, you see, yeah.
in
Well,
the US.
yeah, when it came out here, it was a movie and went to see it in the cinema, and that was a TV film, and then it was on TV, and we all same thing with Battlestar Galactica. When Battlestar Galactica came out to the UK, it was a movie with Censoround.
Well,
they
that
were
was
trying to cash
actually
in.
that was how it was created originally in the US as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because they
Okay.
were first attempting to
See,
do a
this is how
response to Star
good
Wars.
Daredevil is. We're not talking.
Yeah.
No, this was probably the worst episode yet. I'm still curious.
I was just bored.
Can somebody verify that that's the last of the old footage? But you know, we've seen some new footage too, and that hasn't exactly inspired me.
But the thing is, though, when you take away the proper content of a story, it becomes unfocused. The Kingpin's meant to be evil. He's meant to be the crime lord of New York City.
Yeah.
And they're not portraying him that way. They give us some soft, pansy ass, fat, eat food all the time shit, haven't they? And they've
3
made the woman
plates.
like that now. So as I said, right, the only thing that's spoiling these shows, you can dance around it all you want. Oh, it's a bad script. Oh, they've got the wrong actors. Oh, it's a not good costume. It's the woke. If it wasn't the woke, right, you can forgive a few things. It's the woke that's destroying entertainment.
And it's a little ironic that, you know, the woke are all about context. There are no bad people. It's just context, but they're the ones that fail to apply any relevant context to film or television.
Alex Ashkan Wrench. Hello, Alex. He was fixed by Echo Mega.
Yeah, his trauma
Oh, yeah.
was solved by the history of her people all coming
he's meant
together.
to be dead and have no eye, right? Because he got shot in the eye or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was
don't
fine.
understand that. How did that work?
He just needed like a change of contact lenses or something. It was all right.
Yeah, he's
stupid.
not evil anymore. So I guess Daredevil's actually the bad guy in this series, and luckily the mayor
Well, it does
will
have devil in his
heroically.
name. I mean, it's been there the whole time. For God's sakes, everybody should see it.
Oh yeah, I focused on the dare part.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
look,
Ugh,
the
it's really
costume-
hard to talk about it because it's just so.
dog shit.
blah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's awful. They've literally destroyed something that could have literally had attention. If they made this well, it would have been good. But
but
It's
they're
not
not
true.
capable of making it well.
Listen,
They-
I've
they
not
can't
seen-
make good things.
I've not seen any of it, but it's not true to the characters, is it?
No, not even close.
No, and that's the thing that everybody like in the first episode, they were like, "Oh, whatever," and I was like, "I don't need to see the actors walking around in the skin suits of characters that I enjoyed because these aren't those characters."
do you know
Yeah.
what? Right, they could have easily made Born Again the comic. Right, they obviously they did some stuff from Born Again in the fourth season of Daredevil, the Netflix Daredevil. But there are other stuff in Born Again that they could, especially Kingpin's arc in Born Again in the comic, they could have done that. But they didn't. They decided to woke it up, and this is what we get.
Woke
Yeah.
it up.
And if I'm gonna watch actors in skin suits, it better be Sydney Sweeney's skin, and they better be doing something interesting.
Yeah.
Carry on, I'm just typing.
What else can you say? It's shit. That's what you can say.
Yeah, and I know that everybody is saying, well, this is the end of the original material that they were having to mess with, and that the last two episodes are part of the new writing team. The problem is it's the new writing team that told me that this was going to be better than Netflix and better than The Penguin.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
I
is
mean,
terrible.
Yeah.
just go back and
just like a show of hands. Those of you who think this was better than The Penguin,
Excuse me.
please raise your hand.
Okay. Are we gonna do some marks out of 10 for who've seen it?
Terrible.
Because I've had enough of this.
yeah, I give it a 1 out of 10, and that's
Damn.
generous.
Ian,
No,
0.
0, definitely. This is a 0 because it's just not working. The whole thing's not working. Do you know what? If they scrapped everything, they should have scrapped everything. That's what they should have
Start
done.
fresh.
Why did they keep stuff in? They could
I
have
wanted
less
to put-
episode and scrap the whole thing.
I wanted to put the Acolyte on. That's how bad it was.
Okay, I need to give it a
That
mark.
was last
don't
year's
I?
greatest comedy.
Okay. I'm not even. Should I give it 5 point?
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Yeah,
I'll give it 5.5
around
out of 10.
5.5 out of 10 is like an IGN 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
5.5 out of 10, everybody.
And IGN did give it 7 out of 10. So
Mhm.
I've not watched any of these, so I'm coming in cold with these folks. I recognized it was boring.
It was boring. What's the point of that guy from the Sopranos son, whatever his name is in this? What was the point of him? He didn't do anything.
Don't know.
Just sat in Kingpin's chair and talked a load of bollocks. And then what's her name? What's the Urich's niece, whatever. She had a big part in it,
Lamont.
didn't she? Or section in it, whatever, talking about the file that she found on what's his name, conveniently. Ugh.
That was a nice touch with that young girl with the tear going down the. Nice touch. Not.
And she didn't recognize Daredevil's voice either. She didn't recognize it was Matt Murdock. He has a very distinctive voice. Old Charlie Cox.
I thought, man,
It's just ridiculous.
Seeing the
Whole thing's
tear rolling
ridiculous.
down, so amazing that. Oh, so amazing that tear running down the cheek. So incredible, amazing. You can just tell the person who's watching it, amazing. Oh my God, amazing.
They're just waiting for their caretaker to come and give them some more graham crackers.
Yes. Okay. Are we done with that then?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That was. I feel we're coming back for the next one, aren't we? There's only 2 left.